Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here. So today, you guys, I want to share 6 ways that we can cultivate self-love for ourselves. We hear the word self-love so often that sometimes we forget how important it is. We forget the power of this practice, and a lot of times we give love, but it's important to learn how to give love to ourselves. So that's what I want to share today. Make sure you drop me a comment down below. How do you show yourself self-love? There are so many ways to do this, and this is so important. This is going to help us tap into our feminine energy, build a healthy foundation with ourselves, a deep intimacy. I've been learning how to do this. It's really been so amazing. Getting to know your own heart, getting to know what brings you happiness, getting to know yourself. And it's gonna bring you closer to God, because God is within you, within me, within all of us, having different experiences. So like the closer you get to yourself, the closer you get to God. In essence, it's this journey within, and it never ends. There's always new discoveries, there's always mysteries, and I love this journey of knowledge of self, getting to know yourself on a deep level, because you come to understand why things unfolded the way they did in your life, the path that you're taking. You know, everything always works for your highest good, even if you can't see it until way later. We learn how to forgive ourselves. We learn how we want to grow. Like, there's just so many beautiful reasons to take the journey within. And so when we talk about self-love, of course, we can show ourselves love in the physical world, you know, and exercise, what we eat, how we take care of ourselves, our appearances, right? But also inside. And that's what we're going to focus on today. The first way that I love to practice self-love, and a way that I've learned to embody self-love, is to have healthy boundaries. Boundaries. I think of the Emperor card in tarot, where it's like you're a king and you're setting up boundaries around your kingdom. You know what's allowed in and what needs to stay out. You know, so being protective of yourself. If you're empathic, this is especially important. If you're like a sensitive person, a sensitive being, set up energetic boundaries. For me, I'm so cautious on what I allow to go into my mind, what I see with my eyes, what I will allow in my ears, and my environment. If I'm out and about in the world and it's feeling like an iffy environment, I leave. You know, I'm mindful of my environment. I'm mindful of who I follow. I'm mindful of the energy that surrounds me. And by doing this, you are showing yourself self-love, protection, having up boundaries. This is important to do because in this world, sometimes people will try you, okay? I think of gaslighting. Do you guys know what gaslighting is? Where somebody will try to make you question your own self. And but a healthy boundary looks like you being able to trust your own intuition, your own self, and be like, no, right? So boundaries, know your limits. What are your standards? You know, like if somebody calls you out of your name, know what your boundaries are for yourself and then stick to them. It doesn't matter who it is. You know, to me, bad energy is just bad energy. Energy, it doesn't mean they're a bad person, but maybe they're having a bad day and then I have to go. You know, like I have to set up boundaries energetically and then boundaries practically. Boundaries are a way that I show myself love. Know your limits, know what you're willing to tolerate, know what's acceptable for you, and just be mindful of your standards. Have standards. You know, this is showing your self-respect, and it's showing yourself love and care and tenderness. I think as the feminine, we are so naturally loving, but it's so important to bring that love inward, protect ourselves, have boundaries. What is a boundary that you have in your life that if somebody crosses it, okay, you gotta go. You know what I mean? So the second way that we can show ourselves self-love, that we can practice love in our lives, is trusting ourselves. Trusting ourselves. Trust yourself. This is about your intuition. This is about tapping in to your soul and listening to it. Trust your gut, trust your intuition, trust your own self. Trust yourself. This is a way that I show myself love. It's how I respect myself, because if my inner being is speaking to me, it's important to listen. It's guiding you. It loves you. We're talking about the unseen, right? And so this is something that we have to practice. A lot of times we're told to look outward, but a lot of times the answers are already within. And you can sit in stillness, you can meditate, you can pray, you can ask the universe and then close your eyes to receive a download, receive an answer. But this is all about the inner world. So trust yourself. This is how you show your self-love. The next way we can show ourselves self-love is loyalty. Being loyal to ourselves. This looks like being there for yourself. Being loyal to yourself, not abandoning yourself. So this means being present with your emotions, present with your moods, present with your aspirations, present with your goals, staying loyal to them, being committed to yourself. Like keeping your promises to yourself, keeping your word. If you say you're gonna do something, then doing it. Like not because of anyone else, but because of you. Like learning how to be loyal to ourselves. This is like love in action, and it's a process. Not to say that we're gonna be perfect, but it's a way that we can show ourselves love. It could be something small or something big. Recently, I recognized that I've lost 30 pounds like within the last year and a half. And I was thinking like, how did I do this? And I think it was because I was staying loyal to my morals of, okay, I want to eat this way. I want to just walk just 2 or 3 times a week. You know what I mean? And just little changes, but remaining consistent, remaining loyal to myself, honoring my desires. Honor what is true for you, whether it's a career path you want to go down, whatever it is in your life. But how we can be such great friends to others, or such loyal wives or girlfriends or mothers, caretakers to the outside, but being loyal to yourself. The next way that we can show ourselves self-love is being honest with ourselves. Being honest with ourselves. And for me, this looks like being honest with my shadows. There's gonna be things you love about yourself. There's gonna be things that maybe are not so pretty to look at, shadow aspects, and we all have them, right? It's really cool if you look at your birth chart. This might help you identify what you're meant to work on in this life. None of us are perfect, but if we can be honest with ourselves, it's going to help. And there's so much healing that can happen. But it definitely takes work, and it takes effort, and it takes honesty. And so when we talk about this relationship with ourselves, this is how we practice self-love. It's just starting with being honest. And this is going to create such a deep bond with your own self. And you can make changes so fast. A lot of times it's just those blockages are there because we're in denial in some way, or we just didn't know it. It's about self-awareness. Being honest with ourselves about our real needs, our real desires, our real shortcomings, our flaws, or what we perceive as flaws, our habits, right? Just keeping it real with yourself first and foremost. It's important. That's how you're gonna build a real relationship with self. And so the 5th way that we can build self-love within ourselves is having empathy for ourselves. Having empathy. The self-love journey is about accepting yourself, flaws and all, accepting your past self, your present, your future, loving all of the versions of yourself, and then having empathy for yourself and just being there, not turning against yourself. Empathy is just about having compassion for the feelings that you have. And emotions, they're gonna pass through you. They're just energy and motion. And so it's just about patience. It's about gentleness, being sensitive with yourself, not being too harsh with yourself. So being honest, but then having empathy for self. Like think about a 2-year-old toddler who's like running around at the playground, right? And then like falls down and scrapes their knee and starts crying. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna help them up. And you're gonna say, it's okay, you're okay, you'll feel better, you know, and you'll soothe them. That's how we wanna be with ourselves. Like we wanna show ourselves empathy and just balance softness with strength. This is how you're gonna like feel safe within your own body to do this type of inner work and cultivate this deep self-love, which again is just so important in life. Like if you want to give love, you have to, it starts with you first. And we're not taught how to love ourselves. We're taught the opposite. We're taught that we're not enough. We're taught that we need all these things in the outside world. We're taught that we need approval and acceptance and validation from the outside world, but we don't. Those feelings, we can give them to ourselves. A healthy mindset, and this is gonna look different for everyone. I need to be able to rejuvenate myself, refresh myself, and this means just letting myself rest. I'm in stillness. Okay, what's going on in my inner world? How am I feeling? Being there with myself, being present with myself. Maybe I wanna meditate. Maybe I wanna connect with the universe. Maybe I want to connect with my breathing. Maybe I want to stretch. And this time is so beautiful. That brings you into the present moment. So just having a healthy relationship with my mind. You want your mind to be a place that is pleasant to be in. Make friends with your mind. Right? A lot of times our mind can go against us, but what I've been learning is that it's not just about releasing negative thoughts. That's not enough. We have to put in positive thoughts, replace them right away. So let's say you become aware in your mind of some negative thought that's reoccurring, or that you just notice once, but you're like, you don't like that. You don't agree with it. And be mindful, because everything's energy. Sometimes thoughts float into our awareness and they're not even ours, right? So if there's a thought in your awareness and you're like, no, it's not enough to release it, you have to actually change it. Tell yourself the opposite or replace it with a more positive thought that's gonna serve you and be healthy for you. And we have to get into this practice, and it's gonna help you have more positive thoughts, because our mind works like a program, like a computer program on autopilot, and it's just going and going and going. And so once you loop things that help you, like I am prosperous in all my ways, I'm getting healthier every single day, or I attract good energy, I radiate loving energy, I am ascending, I'm spiritually growing, I am just like the most positive things you can think of. Say them to yourself. I'm full of love. I am divine. I am whole. I am worthy of beautiful things in life. I am so grateful every day. Every day gets better and better. I am attracting miracles into my life. Whatever it is. Beautiful things. And I love how you guys share with me your affirmations too down below. That's so cool. These are the ways that we can love ourselves. Boundaries, having trusting ourselves, being loyal to ourselves, having empathy for ourselves, being honest with ourselves, and like cultivating a healthy mindset. And so I hope that this video helped you in some way. Drop me a comment, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm sending you so much love, so much power, so much healing on your journey. Take care of yourself. I'll see you in my next one.